Hey, welcome back to Mr. Levy's Math Room. Now, last class we looked at adding and subtracting fractions with mixed numbers, right? Now, what we're going to be looking at today is adding and subtracting fractions with mixed operations, right? Now, mixed operation means that we have more than one operation, and in this case, we have addition and subtraction in the same fraction. Now, in this case here, we have 2.5 plus 3 and 1/3 minus 2 and 3/5. Alright? Now, when we are looking at operations, we generally do in this case, we have addition and subtraction. So we'll do our additions first, followed by our subtractions. Alright? So let's go ahead. We're going to add 2.5 plus 3 and 1/3. Alright? So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 2.5 right here. So 2.5, we're going to change that to an improper fraction. Right? So we're going to change that to an improper fraction. And so we have 2 2's 4, sorry, and 1 is 5. So that's 5 over 2 plus 3 3 is 9 and 1, 10. 10 over 3 minus 5 2's 10. 10 and 3, 13 over 5. Now we are going to go ahead, we are going to find our LCM, right? So our LCM. So the LCM of 2, 3, and 5 would be what? 2, 3, and 5 would be 30, right? So 2, 3, 6, 6, 5, 30. So 30. 2 into 30 is 15. 15 times 5 is 75, right? Plus 3 into 30 is 10. 3 into 30, 10. 10 times 10 is 100. Minus 5 into 30 is 6. 6 times 13, 6 3 is 18. Carry 1, 6 1, 6 and 1, 7. So that's 78. Right? So we now have 75 plus 100. Let's put it down here. Equal 175 minus 78 over 30. Alright? Okay, now let's go across here. So we now have 175 minus 78. That will give us what? 8 from 15 is 7. Right? And then 7 from, this would be, no, 7 from, so take 1 from there is 6. 7 from 16 is what? 9. 7 and 9 is 16 over 30. Good? Alright, and then that is equal to, how many times can we get 30 from 97? 3 times and 7 over 30. Alright, now let's go from the top. So from the top, we have 2.5 plus 3 and 1/3 minus 3 and 3/5. Good. Now we say we are going to add, then we subtract. Alright? So we are going to go ahead, change these to improper fractions. So we have 2 2's 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2 plus 3 3 is 9 and 1, 10 over 3 minus 5 2's 10 and 3 13 over 5. Right? Now we now go ahead, we say the LCM is 30. Right? So we say 2 into 30 is 15. And 15 times 5 is 75. So 5 times 50 and 5 times 25, 75. 3 into 10 into 30 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 5 into 30 is 6. That's it. 5 into 30 is 6. 6 times 13, 6 is 18. Carry 1. Right? And then 6, 1, 6 and 1, 7. Good, so that's 78. Then we subtract 78 from 175, right? And we say that is equal to 97. So 97 over 30. Then we simplify that and we get 3 and 7 over 30. Alright? So that is that for that one. Now we are going to work on the other one. We're going to work on the other one. Alright? And then we'll see what happens from there. Erase this. Alright, let's focus on the other one. Good. So we have 4 and 3/4. I'm going to write it here. Good. So 4 and 3/4 minus 1 and 1/3 plus 1 and 5/6. Erase this now. Good. So now notice under the bracket here. Good. Now notice what we have. So we have 4 and 3/4 minus all of this. Now why is it all of this we are subtracting? Because it's enclosed in the bracket. Alright? So because it's enclosed in the bracket, we are going to add this and subtract it from this. Alright? Now let's see if that works. So we have now 4 and 3/4. Let's change that to all of these to improper fractions. Alright? So 4, 4, 16 and 3. 16 and 3, that's 19 over 4 minus 3, 1, 3 and 1, 4 over 3 plus 6, 1, 6 and 5, 11 over 6. Alright? And all of this is inside a bracket. Now the LCM of 4, 3 and 2 and 6 is what? 12. Alright? Okay? Now, so we say 4 into 12 is 3. 3 times 19 is what? 57 minus, back in the bracket, 3 into 12 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 6 into 12 is 2. 2 times 11 is 22. Good? Let's put that back in the bracket. So we can go ahead, let's put that over here. 57 minus all of what's in the bracket. So all of what's in the bracket is what? So 22 plus 11 would give us what? 38. So minus 38. All of that over 12. Alright? Now, so we now have, let's move that down a little. Good. So we have, or move this back. Alright. So 8 from 17 is what? Take 1 from here, 4. 8 from 17, 8, 2, 16 and 1, 17. That's what? 9. 9 and 8, 17. And then 3 from 4 is 1 over 12. And that's equal to 1 and 7. So 7 over 12. Good? Okay, so let's see if we can go back through that. So we say we have 4 and 3/4 minus everything that's inside the bracket there. Alright? Now why we're subtracting everything in the bracket? Because it's enclosed. So it's this minus all of that. Alright? So we go ahead and we follow the same procedure. We change these to improper fractions. 4, 4, 16. So multiply the whole number by the denominator and we add the numerator. Alright? So we have that, and then we do the same thing for all of them, and we carry out our addition and subtraction. So we now have 57, right? So 57 minus all of this. Right? So we add 22 and 16, that gives us 38. From 57 gives us 19. And if we can always work backwards, alright? So we can go back to see if our thing is correct. If we add 9 and 8, 17, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5, that gives back my give me back my 57. Alright, so what we have done here is adding and subtracting. So we work with fractions, adding and subtracting a fraction in the same question. Alright, now let's look at one more question. Alright, let's just do one more, and then what I'm encouraging you to do is always, as always, go and practice. Alright, so you find questions, look for questions, and you can practice on your own. Alright, so let's look at this question. So we have 3 and a quarter plus 1 and 2/5 minus 2 and let's do 3/4. Alright? Now what's the end? So let's change them to improper fraction. So 4 3 is 12 and 1, 13 over 4 plus 5 and 5 and 2, 7 over 2 over 5, sorry, minus 4 2 is 8, 9 10, 11 over 4. Now what's the LCM of 4 and 5? LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. Right? Good, so we say 4 into 20 is 5. 5 times 13. So 13 times 5. 5 3 is 15. 5 1, 5 1, 5 1, 6. So that is 65 plus 5 into 20 is 4. And 7 times 4 is 28. Okay? So 28 minus 4 into 20 is 5. And 5 times 11 is 55. Okay? So we can go ahead and we can do our addition and subtraction here. So we are going to add 65 and 28. So 65 and 28 is equal to, let's do that. So 65 plus 28, that's 8 and 5, 13, carry 1, 6 and 2, 8 and 1 is 9. So that's equal to 93 minus 55 over 20. Okay? Now we can go ahead and do a subtraction. So we now have, let me erase this. So let's go, we have 93 minus 55. 5 from, let's take 1 from here, put it here. So we now have 13 minus 5 is 8. And then 8 minus 5 is 3. So we have 38 over 20. Alright? Now, let's change that to a mixed number. 38 over 20 is equal to what? How many times can you get 20 from 38? So that's 1 and 18 over 20. Alright? Now we could write 18 over 20 as another equivalent fraction. If we simplify 18 over 20, writing it in the simplest form would give us what? 9 2 is 18, so that's 9 over 10. Alright? 9 over 10. But we can leave it like that. Alright? But if alright, so we're going to stop there for today. And then what I'm encouraging you to do, go select some questions that have mixed operation with addition and subtraction, and you can work them on your own. Alright? And then just go back all the way to where we started and do your review. Alright? So like I said before, if you're going to do well in mathematics, you have to practice, 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 practice. Alright? So that's it for now. Just continue to like and subscribe and share. Alright? Blessings. See you next time.